Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the Linux Fundamentals Part 1 of TryHackMe. This is going to be a three-part, there's three different rooms, three different parts of this Linux Fundamentals. So let's get right into it. So start out, once again, for this video, I will not be playing this. I did already start the machine just so things would kind of move a little bit faster. So here we go. It's our first part of Linux Fundamentals Room Series. You're most likely using a Windows or a Mac, but I mean, it's just another operating system. So we're going to run our very first commands in a Linux machine, teaching some essential commands and demonstrate how you can search for files and introduce shell operators. So there's that. Move on to here. This one I already answered because it's a research question, just kind of speed things up. So fair to say Linux is a lot more intimidating to approach than operating systems such as Windows. So obviously Windows is extremely popular. Many people, schools, companies utilize Windows. So Linux is not as common, but it's definitely getting bigger in terms of, the people that are utilizing it and the community that's backing it. So here you go. So the flavors of Linux. So the name Linux is actually an umbrella term for multiple operating systems that are based on Unix. You have Debian, you have Ubuntu. So here's two right here. I have utilized both. I actually have a VM with my Workstation Pro that's running Ubuntu, and I believe I have I think I have a micro SD for my Raspberry Pi that's running a Debian, which I think Raspberry Pi, I think that runs off Debian, but I could be wrong about that one. But yeah, just examples of both different kinds that are out there. So note, Ubuntu server can run on Windows with only 512 megabytes of RAM. So that's something to note. Similar to how you have different versions of Windows 7, 8, and 10, there are many different version distributions of Linux. Okay, so there's that. So moving on, interacting with our very first Linux machine in browser, right? So I'm just going to stick to the one that's in the terminal because obviously there is a TryHackMe specific flags that you're trying to get in this. So if I use my own virtual machine, I won't be able to get them. So let me pull this up. Okay. So boot it up. You follow, the prompt right here. Click start machine. It'll pop up and it'll be right on the side. So let's complete that. For the next following videos when we go to cover this, I'll probably just skip over all these extra parts and just head straight into the actual terminal. Have this ready to go. Anyway, so here we're going to learn commands such as echo, who am I? So first off, you have echo, which is basically going to call out whatever you type after that. So here we're seeing it right here, echo hello. It's going to print out hello, echo hello friend. It's going to give you hello friend. So these parentheses or quotation marks that you're seeing right here, they basically are just saying to print what's inside of it. So it's putting it as a string. And what the string is basically saying, print what is within these quotation marks. And that's why it's giving you that. So for example, I think, yeah, so for right here, so if we were to echo out, TryHackMe, right? Like that, it's going to give you TryHackMe. But if you also say echo TryHackMe, it's going to give you the same output, right? So that is what we're going to put here. All right, okay, and then what is the username you're being logged on? Okay, so this is to find out the username of the account. So for here, who am I? You are TryHackMe. This was something that I definitely utilized when I was taking my PJPT, utilizing who am I to be able to see what user that you're logged in as, or even to prove that you are logged in as a specific user. It's definitely just a good thing to know, just to be able to prove that you are in this specific user that you think that you are in. I don't know what, okay, there we go. I don't know why it's taking forever to load. Anyway, so moving on, interacting with the file system. So ls, right, so it's going to list what is within that specific folder that we are in or directory that we're in. CD, change directory. If you do space ... following that, it will move backward a directory, which I will show you in here. Cat, which is concatenate, that's basically going to like say what is within that file that you are following with cat. And then PDW or PWD is print working directory, as you can see that. We will see examples of this as well. So here to start out, on the Linux machine that you deploy, how many folders are there? Okay, so we are, let's see what directory we're in. Print working directory. So we are in home TryHackMe. Okay, so this is the directory that we are in. And now what we're going to do is find out how many folders in there. So we're going to list to see how many. So we have 4 folders. Okay, and which directory contains a file. So let's go back from here. Let's just cd into folder 1. Let's see if there's anything in there. Nothing. Okay, let's go back. So to go back out of a directory is cd space period. That'll take you back to the previous directory that you were in. So let's do that again into folder 2. Okay, let's what's in there. Nothing. Okay, back again. So then now something I want to show you too is you can cd into folder 3, or this is anything, but for this one, let's see. So folder 3, so you can just type FOL, press tab, and it will know you're talking about folder, and then you can just push the number. Just kind of speeds things up a little bit more. List that. Nothing. Okay, so it has to be in 4. So once again, let's go into folder 4. Let's list that. Perfect. Okay, so we have note.txt in folder 4. So folder 4. And then what is the contents of this file? So let's cat note.txt. And it says hello world. So it's printing out what is in this text file. So there's that. I don't know if it needs an exclamation point. No, it does not. Okay, and then use the cd command to navigate to this file and find out the new current working directory. What is the path? Okay, so from here, is this going to be here? Is this just going to be this? So it would be home / TryHackMe / folder 4. Boom, there we go. So that's how you get all this information. Okay, I'm just going to clear this again. Let's actually back out of here, and we'll clear it. Now moving on to searching for files. Okay, so you can also use find to see where something. Utilizing grep, right? So utilizing another great utility that is great one to learn is grep. The grep command allows us to search the contents of files for specific values within that text file, or whatever it is, right? So let's see. So let's use grep on access.log, okay? And then, all right, so actually if we do ls, we will see access.log is right here because it's telling us it is in this directory. Okay, then from that, it wants us to grep, right, thm, right, listed right here. And then we want to say we want it from access.log. Okay, so then it's giving us this right here. Okay, so then this is going to be thm access. Boom. Okay, so that's just pulling it from that folder of what it's saying. All right, so there's that, complete that. Introduction to shell operators. Okay, so we have the and symbol. This operation allows you to run commands in the background. The double and allows you to combine multiple commands together. Makes sense too. And then this operator is a redirector, meaning that we can take the input from a command, such as using cat, to an output of a file and direct it elsewhere. And then this double redirector does the same function as this one, but it appends the output rather than replacing, meaning nothing is overwritten. Okay, so this kind of goes into a little bit more detail about them. Here you're able to see the operator and in its use. We see this again. Okay, and then if we want to run a command in the background, what operator we use? So once again, we just said it's the and symbol.
And then, so if we wanted to replace the contents of a file named passwords with the word password 123, what would my command be? Okay, so then this, right? So replace the contents of a file. So just going to echo, right? And then you're going to do passwords or password 123, and then the redirect to passwords, right? And that's utilizing that. That's utilizing the redirect and utilizing echo. And now if we want to add TryHackMe to this file named passwords, but also keep passwords 123, what would my command be? Okay, so this we're going to do echo, and this would be TryHackMe, and from here, right? So wanted to add, but also keep that, we are going to use this, right? Nothing is overwritten. This operator does the same function as that, but appends the output rather than replacing, okay? Because we don't want to replace it. We want to keep it. And then this is going to be passwords. Okay, these, I don't know why these don't want to load. And then now, now use the deployed Linux machine to put these into practice. Okay, I'm not sure why these are not loading, but I will be back in a second when they have loaded. Okay, we're back. They are showing, they are all correct, just to verify that everything works as properly. And then moving on, it's the conclusion. And then basically just go have fun with this, you know. Go learn the way around terminate the machine. So we will come here, terminate machine. Okay, and then join part 2. I don't know why this is taking so long to go through, but basically that's everything for this. We will now move over into the fundamentals part 2. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.